definite blast from the past that people will remember, Marcio Pano.
Yeah, of course. I'll remember him. I was down there in Brazil watching him compete and winning and everything. You know, he's got his patented thing was this cross sleeve. He would grab the cross sleeve and the same side ankle, throw himself over to his knees, and he's a big human. So then he would sit up and sweep you, or he would roll back through and do omoplata or triangle. Let's see if he can try to employ those techniques, because he was good. He was the man at that technique.
There's a lot of people here at the Master World Championships that are rooting for the
This
old
is
school
how
guy.
ironic. How would that be? How ironic would that be?
Absolutely
at
a
the
great
Masters
story.
Worlds.
But he has a tall task in front of him in João Gabriel. We talked about this before, and João Gabriel really a dark horse for this entire thing. He's been in matches with the reigning champion Buchecha multiple times, giving him everything he can handle.
Yeah,
this is going to be an interesting match.
I agree, Tyler. I think, you know, for me, João Gabriel can win this whole thing. The only thing that's in his way is himself.
Yeah.
Really.
It's a really great way of putting it. And as we mentioned yesterday, Cruz, he is the wild card in this thing.
He is. He's got the power of the Masters at his disposal here.
He's the only master this weekend, though, that is fighting a 10-minute match as opposed to a 5 or 6 minute match. So we'll see how well his conditioning and stuff like that stacks up against a bracket full of youngsters that have been pretty active here this year so far.
Right now, not the best start here. João Gabriel, deep underhook on the left side, threatening a knee cut over to his right side here.
João Gabriel, known as a pretty aggressive ultra heavyweight.
Yeah, I love watching him. I think he's just so talented everywhere. Let's see if he'll.
Pano looking to feed that collar.
Yeah, gets
underneath.
underneath.
Half guard here.
Deep half. See if he changes this right arm position if he can.
He wasn't, and João Gabriel slips over to the negative here. Pano may have to watch his legs here. And now Cruz is in kind of a bad spot. If Gabriel can sprawl his legs out a little bit on,
yeah, but
Cruz is able to keep the half guard.
Yeah, and he's got this wrist control here, which is good. If he brings his legs, let's see if he can get his legs back in. Bring that left knee in and open. This fight on this side, for this wrist is really huge in the half guard. So it's for the bottom guy, it's the key to getting back out of half guard and into a better guard. And the top guy, you want crossface or underhook here.
Yeah, that's where all the control is. Cruz knows it. He's working really, really hard to get up onto his side, and he's forcing the arm of Gabriel away from him. Nice bump. Gabriel like a ton of bricks on top.
Trying to break that grip off the collar, wise, or bring your head under. There he goes. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah.
There's some offense that can happen here for Pano, but this is also a good passing position for Gabriel.
Pano's going to look to stuff that leg down maybe here in a minute.
Yeah, I like this position. You can come to your knees, try to reverse the situation, but it can be risky here.
They both got equal opportunities from here.
Got to watch the back if you're Pano. You turn too much, not only can that leg come out, but you can get your back taken. And João Gabriel has to watch a big hip heist. That knee's coming out now.
Yeah, now he's got his other knee up there. He can use that as kind of a lever. Yeah, now he's in a significantly better position. Yeah, his hips high up there. Pano, though, doing a good job walking his hips around, keeping him into the deep half. He's going to feed that lapel, I think, again, like how he did a little bit earlier in the match. Pano working hard to get up onto his side. He's keeping those legs triangled though, so he's leaving very little room for João Gabriel to pull his leg out there. Very safe, but doing a good job nonetheless of getting onto his side.
Yeah, nice. Look at this left arm position. João Gabriel, Pedro Pano, if he doesn't bridge up and over, he might want to think about pummeling his left arm back underneath there. Yeah, he's working for it, but.
And now he's committing a little bit more. He's right on that brink of taking almost too much of a risk, but you can tell, you can see the veteranness in his game, if that's a word.
Yeah.
He's really just, he's not overcommitting himself. He's going right to the edge, though. I don't know if veteranness is a word.
Well, it is. It's good enough one now.
It's one you can use when you're talking about Pedro Pano,
That's
I
right.
suppose.
And, yeah, he has to be careful. He's got the knee there underneath, but he's got to be careful of getting his back taken as he loses João Gabriel's right leg. There he goes back into a deep half-ish position.
Sean, you might know this a little bit better than me. Pedro Pano, was he known for being much of a half-guard player?
He would play half-guard from time to time, but like without question, where he really put it on people was from that cross-sleeve, cross-leg guard position.
He'd probably love to get back into the closed guard or open guard.
Yeah, that's where he would be at his best, I think.
Gabriel is doing a good job of just really not letting him into that at all. He's just kept the pressure on him. We're seeing both guys put themselves right up to the edge of being at risk, but putting themselves in excellent striking position, and just neither guy is really making a mistake at this point.
Yep. This is a classic passing position that Marcelo Garcia employed for like most of his late career. This is how he would get guys back from half guard, is how João Gabriel is right now, and guys would turn in to try to get back to the guard, and boom, he'd be on your back. Good half guard passing strategy.
And Gabriel's leg is free now for the first time in the match. He's going to look to try to solidify side control, but in the process, he may be able to get the back of Pedro Pano here. He switches to the other side.
Well done by João Gabriel to jump to the side there. Didn't get too greedy. We could have thrown that near hook in, but chose to leg work over.
Excellent control here. You can see Pedro Pano struggling to try to get away.
Went on the arm there, but just missed that right leg.
Yeah, he did. He still doesn't have any points for this yet, so no points for the pass, no points for the back. He had an excellent control there, but no points for his efforts. He just did not establish a position of control there. Now he's on a front headlock here.
Pedro Pano building the base back up.
Now Pedro Pano now has the opportunity to get into the position we were talking about a little bit earlier.
So I think it would, unless he just doesn't do it anymore. I don't have that intel, but that's the guard he does so well with.
Your game is sort of like your DNA from time to time. It's really hard to get rid of, you know. He may have had enough of the bottom game right now, though.
Yeah.
It can be exhausting. He expended a lot of energy escaping that position.
João Gabriel very talented on his feet.
Only a minute 45 left to go. João Gabriel up one advantage. Now Pedro Pano into the guard. First time we see him in the open guard. And then
here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Got the grips there with that left hand. Let's see if he can keep it, make something happen.
He's got about a minute 30 left to go.
This is what I was talking about here. This is kind of his position, Pedro Pano. His open legs. He's got a cross grip on the left with his left hand. There's this,
Pulling that grip on the pants. Climbing those legs, climbing.
Yeah.
You just cannot separate that arm from João Gabriel.
This was that roll through. This is what I was talking about. Like,
it's a little deceiving because you're thinking you might get a free pass there.
Yeah. This was his game here.
Pano's got 45 seconds left to make something happen and score some points in this matchup.
Well, if you ask Pano, hey, I'll give you 30 seconds and you choose your position to try to score an advantage, this would be the one. So,
and he seems to have the energy he needs to make something happen here at the end. He's playing some foot on the throat guard here.
And now he's changed the grips here. Try to
18 seconds left.
Yeah, he's going to try to go omoplata, I think. He's going to try to yank an omoplata in. He's going to try to wedge that elbow up with his thigh.
João Gabriel found himself a good base here, and I think he's just going to hang out and live to fight another day.
Yep.
And so we're going to see João Gabriel move on to the next round.
Makes it through.
And he will be in the rematch. João Gabriel, Marcus Buchecha Almeida, the semifinals of the IBJJF Black Belt Grand Prix.
And that rematch happened just at the Worlds 2017. And that rematch, João Gabriel was winning for about 8 minutes of that fight.
It was nuts. He was taking the fight to Buchecha. And if you didn't know who Buchecha was Buchecha, you would have watched that match and thought, this guy João Gabriel he's unreal. He's he's destroying this guy. And then Buchecha does what he does so well, and he turned that match around in an instant.
Yep.
Credit to Pano to come essentially out of retirement and be so competitive in such a tough bracket here. You can see here's the pass. Here's João Gabriel nearly in side control here, kind of playing both sides, both the back and side control. And here's that jump, Sean, where he just misses the arm coming up.
Yeah, throws the leg over but missed. And Pano recovered, came up.
Nearly came up on a single or double leg there. The match could have been a lot different had that happened.
And now the third quarterfinal. Representing
So now we have, this one's really interesting, Sean, because this matchup includes two athletes that I would say that there's the biggest size difference.